there's, I'd say, kind of like three main branches to how you can go about bottling spirits. There's the controlled way, all the way from the farmer's field into the bottle. There's another avenue to take, which is to buy neutral grain spirits, which is basically like Everclear, and distill that further into various products. Or some will even just buy finished spirits that are made by facilities around the country and then brand them themselves and put them into bottles and really have nothing to do with the manufacturing of the spirits. With us and being in this fertile organic farming region, we really wanted to control the process, not only for the sake of featuring all these amazing ingredients that we can access here in our own backyard, but also so that we could control the quality of our spirits from beginning to end. So we chose path number one, which is we are reaching out directly to farmers, locally, regionally, and in the upper Midwest. Sometimes we have to get a little bit outside of the state to secure certain ingredients or things we need for certain spirits we want to make. So we take our grains from the farmer's field, run them through our mill, put those into our mash tun where they're cooked for a certain amount of hours to start breaking everything down. And then that heads over to our fermenters here on site. Basically it's a beer at that point that ferments over the course of anywhere from 4 to 5 to 9 or 10 days. And then we distill it. And we have two different stills currently here at the distillery. We have a large German Cote still, a 1,500 liter still, which is approximately 400 gallons, that will run the initial big batches on of our base spirits, and then filtered further and bottled after it runs through the main still. Now with our gin, we will run this wheat-based gin, wheat and grain-based gin in the main still, in the Cote still, and then after it runs through the Cote still, we take that and we run it through our 75-gallon artisan still, which is where we introduce the botanicals. It's distilled again, and the botanicals are introduced, and then it's filtered and bottled from there. We just started our bourbon and whiskey production. We were waiting for the corn harvest to be processed, and a lot of that came from just up the road at McHugh Farms in Holman. That gets run through the main still, and then it's put into 53-gallon barrels. The great thing is we're using oak in our barrels that was harvested within a 150-mile radius of here, and kind of featuring that as well in our whiskey and bourbon. Now, once that gets put into the barrels, it has to age for a minimum of 2 years. Some of it we will let go for, who knows, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years. And as production increases, we'll start to play around with the aging process on the whiskeys and bourbons. We've always had a desire with starting this project to become a national spirits brand. As things hopefully grow, we do have a vision and a dream to, as production needs to expand, to put this out on a farm and hopefully grow a lot of our ingredients ourselves and provide even a further view into the process so that people can come and visit the farm, see things being grown, watch it go into the distillery, into the mill, etc., and see the whole process and be able to host a lot of special events out on the farm. That's kind of our big picture dream and goal, but we've got a lot of expanding we can do right here in the current downtown facility, and we'll never give up this downtown facility either, whether it becomes all a tasting room or just production. It's kind of designed to be somewhat flexible. Now we've kind of gotten our legs underneath us. We are currently distributing our Field Notes Gin and Field Notes Vodka to the entire state of Wisconsin. We have our High Rye Light Whiskey, which is only available here in the tasting room as part of our limited edition house series. And production and distribution will grow from here.